Okay, finally, I'm gonna do a video about being single and what to do on the weekends. Today is Thursday already. Tomorrow will be Saturday, and I would probably go to work. And I'm thinking of taking a job near the beach and kind of like taking my time driving back home. I know by the time I get home, it's gonna be late, and um, but at least I got to see the beach, different weather. I live in the desert and it gets a lot warmer in the desert. Um, but I had already plans. Um, I know, in your 50s, sometimes your circle of friends gets smaller and you usually don't have, you don't have a big circle to like do stuff with. But if you think about it, when you wait to do something with somebody else, you have to go by their schedule. You know, say for example, you want to go to the store. If you go to the mall, they're gonna want to go to a different store, not the one where you want to go. So you're gonna be over there. The other person's gonna be over there. Maybe they don't want to go to that area in that mall. Maybe they want to go to another area. Um, when you're single, try to do as much as you can alone, and you will rip the benefits because you're going to go where you want to go. You're not going to be on someone else's schedule, on someone else's like or dislikes. You're going to go straight to the place that you want to go. You want to go watch the movie that you want to watch. A lot of people find that dreadful, going to the movies by yourself. But once you have lived by yourself and been by yourself for long, it doesn't really matter. You're going to learn that you find other people's taste, you know different, and you're paying your money. You're going to use your money, and you're going to actually go pay for what you want to see, not what other people want to see. So on the weekend, I wanted to go to. There's a concert that I want to go to, and I will post a video of the concert. And unfortunately, I did go open my mouth to my old coworkers that I was gonna go to this concert, and unfortunately, they want to go with me, and I actually wanted to go alone. I was looking forward to getting my folding chair and getting in line and staying there in the concert and listening to the music. It's Kool and the Gang. I wanted to go listen to at my 50s. I kind of remember back in the 80s listening to Cherish and their music, and I said, you know what, I want to go to this concert alone. But here I go. One day I felt like talking to an ex coworker that you know I was gonna go to the concert, and she said, oh, let's go. And I just said, okay, all right, we'll go together. So yeah, I am gonna go with them this time, but next time I'm just gonna not tell anybody, and just head over there because concerts start late. But there's a lot of traffic. By the time you come out of the concert to the parking lot, and getting out of the parking lot, it's a whole hour. And by the time you get home, it's close to past maybe midnight. So when you get to the concert, you have to make a line, get your ticket scanned, and it's a lot of waiting, and having someone else with you, um, making sure that they're not, you get out of the parking lot safe and they get home safe. It's a lot. So next time, if I do go to another concert, depending on what experience I get this time, um, I'm just gonna go alone. I'm just gonna go by myself. I'm not gonna invite anybody or tell anybody. If they want to go on their own, they can go. But yeah, I will this Saturday. My plans are to, just get up and wash the car. My car is really dirty from driving out of the area to go to work. and wash that car, get it clean, get it vacuum, and hit the concert, and come home. And there's a lot of weeds growing in my backyard, even though I don't want to cut the weeds because apparently that's where the bees, you know, come and do their work. And if you go and trim your backyards and front yards, you're taking the bees ways of doing their wonders in this world. But I still have to clean my backyard. So tomorrow I'll do that. I kind of need to go to the store and buy some plants and plant them. Um, so that's what I have for this weekend as a single person. Like I told you, when you're single and the older you get, the busier you get. I know I was single in my 30s and I didn't have much to do. And I would get bored because I'm like, wow, I have to go find friends to go do things. And then I would go with the friends. And then later on, we would be upset of each other and how we blah, blah, blah. But back then I didn't have a lot to do. But now, as you get older, I don't understand. I don't see how people with children or married are able to, plan around family and everything on 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday. As you get older, it just gets busier and busier, and you want to be able to spend time with your family. But as a single person, I have my plans already for the weekend, and I will post a video on YouTube of the concert just so that you know who Kool and the Gang is for all those young people who don't remember them. I don't know which of the members are alive. I don't think the singer for Cherish is alive. I gotta Google that. I'm not certain if it's the original. I don't think so. He looks pretty young. I will be posting that video so you can see it. I don't know if I'm gonna be violating YouTube rights by doing that, but um, as a single person, that's my plan for the weekend. Um, I have to on Sunday too. I have to, just because I'm starting to get to the last days of this on-call position. Um, because I'm gonna switch to a job that pays a little bit more. Hopefully it works out, and I'm just gonna, maybe next week I'm gonna try to pick up some more assignments. And then before I start my a little bit higher paying job, I'm gonna, just be able to go and just do two assignments, and then I'm gonna take a 2 week off before I start a job that pays maybe a little bit more, not as much, but just so that I'm not stretching every penny. And you know, but I have enjoyed, you know, I have learned that toxic environments are everywhere. But what I'm gonna, what I do usually on the weekends, um, even though I don't visit my family, and you're gonna be like, wow, this person has so much drama, but I'm gonna try to do something to stay entertained, and just to like clear my mind from the toxicity that I get from work. And I was listening to a video where you have to they recommend that you look at yourself and see if you're not the one inviting or attracting the toxicity from work. And to me, I don't feel like I do. Maybe the way I talk invites toxicity. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go to work. Not gonna sit with anybody during my breaks, and I'm just gonna do what I'm supposed to do when I get there. Where the times that I have to take my breaks, I'm gonna take my breaks. I'm not gonna talk about myself. I'm not gonna talk. nothing of what